Bobby Brown said Whitney Houston wanted to make it clear to that goddamn Alicia aunt, Bobby the Brown, them kids. That's my mother-in-law. That's like a slave owner with the whip, putting it right on top of niggas' back. Back then you had to buy your freedom. Would've had to kick up by the staff. Safety ain't nice like balls. Cross the gun line, you ain't coming back. You a Pokemon, I'm a Ash Ketchum. 40 on my hip, Smith & Wesson. Boy bands on me, one direction. Flight pull, foe up, now you flex. I ask your girl, why do you keep texting? Then I bust on her face, now she messy. Say to me, some out here teaching lessons. Bitch, you ain't fucking, then hit the exit. This is my letter to cat. I know I can't bring you back. I know wherever you at. You always checking my back. Remember when we... Well, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our Bella Book Club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below, and for a small monthly $5 donation, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before YouTube gets it, if YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about Bobby the Brown's Every Little Step part. I think it's 23 or 24. I really don't know. We're getting towards the end. You know, I be acting a whole ninja with these book reviews towards the end, okay? But this week, we done, okay? I'm not sure if we're going to do the Q&A next week or this week. I'll let you guys know. So where we left off, Bobby the Brown's mother, Carolyn Brown, had just passed. Okay, suddenly from a fatal heart attack. Okay, yes, they thought that his father was going to pass first because his health had been declining, but it ended up surprisingly being his mother. Okay, now what was going on was Whitney Houston was in contact with Bobby the Brown's sister, saying that he or she wanted to sing at the funeral. Okay, Bobby the Brown really and truly didn't care. He doesn't care because what she was doing, she was going back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I'll do it. I won't do it. Yeah, I could. Bobby the Brown's whole stance on is, I don't give a fuck. Okay, just bring my daughter. Touche, Bobby Brown. Touche. So Bobby the Brown is in the church with his children. Okay, he is there with Landon, LaPrincia, and Bobby Brown Jr. Okay, he is there and he is on the second row because he feels like he is not strong enough to be on the first row to be so close to the casket. Okay, now Alicia Etheridge, not yet Brown, is holding his hand. Okay, his support system is there, but he still feels like a spectacle. Okay, you know, his lifestyle, his Bobby and Whitney, whatever is going on, despite him having his support system there. He had a lot of people from Orchard Park who respected his mother and father and their contributions to the neighborhood. He had some celebrities, and the New Edition was there, all to support Bobby. Whitney comes through the door with all the action, okay? You know, he knows this because he heard murmuring, and when he turned around, he seen the Whitney Houston at the door with his baby girl, okay? Whitney goes straight for Bobby the Brown, hugs him, and looks at Alicia Etheridge, not yet Brown, and says, oh, you know, Bobby Brown's like, okay, bitch, move on and get to Bobby Christina. Okay, he said he held her like he ain't seen her in never. He said, in fact, it's been so long that he had to hold on to her. Okay, that's exactly what he needed. His daughter's, Bobby Christina's energy there. So to move on, Whitney and Bobby Christina sat on the front row right in front of Bobby the Brown. Okay, now right behind Alicia, because you got Bobby Brown, Alicia, and the kids, right behind Alicia is her aunt. Now, I'm going to tell you about her aunt. Hold tight. Okay. So what was going on was during the services, according to the Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston kept hitting Bobby and Alicia with this. Bobby says, what the fuck is wrong with her? Why she keep looking back here? Why she keep looking back here? Alicia says, baby, because she's looking at you. She can't look at you. Bobby Brown says, she ain't looking at me. She looking at you. Okay. He said that it was so uncomfortable for him when Whitney kept turning around that he, one, thought that she was on something, and two, he said because Whitney had did it about a dozen times, it kind of caused a reaction for Bobby Christina to turn around and be like, Mommy, what the fuck is you looking at? What is back there? Yeah, remember that aunt I told you about that Alicia had that was sitting right behind her? The aunt kept pinching Alicia every time Whitney the Houston turned around. I said, look at this petty bitch. You got Bobby Brown in mourning and Alicia's auntie being old petty country bitch. Okay. New Edition went to the front because after all their mothers was everybody's mothers. So they paid homage to Miss Carolyn Brown. Johnny Gill started singing Never Would Have Made It. Ooh, Whitney Houston, everybody standing up, clapping, singing. Whitney Houston giving him that good background. Could you imagine? Johnny Gill and Whitney the Houston singing Never Would Have Made It together. Ooh. Anyway, it was beautiful. Then here comes Whitney. Okay, she comes to the podium. First of all, let me say, this is my mother-in-law. Yes, it is her mother-in-law. It still is her mother-in-law. That's why Bobby Brown didn't have a problem when Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina sat on the front row. Because after all, Whitney Houston was Miss Carolyn's mother or daughter-in-law. Brown said Whitney Houston wanted to make it clear to that goddamn Alicia aunt, Bobby the Brown, them kids. That's my mother-in-law. That's my mother-in-law. I said, ooh, that's my mother-in-law there. Oh, you tell it. Now you was being petty, Whitney, but I get it. I get it. I ain't mad. I know some people was mad, but I wouldn't be mad. I'm like, fuck, it's Whitney Houston. At any rate, later on, Alicia had a talk with Bobby Brown. Listen, Bobby the Brown, that is a clear indication to me and everybody else that she still wants some of you. Okay. Bobby the Brown said, I'm not going back to that lifestyle. Okay. I am in domestic bliss right now. Okay, Bobby the Brown, I'm going to give you the truth. You might be in domestic bliss, but that daggone Alicia ain't. So now we have moved on to the repast. Okay. The repast is the celebration. Okay. The funeral is mourning, the repast is the celebration. Okay. So although Bobby Brown was still not feeling his best, he was very happy with the fact that the Boys and Girls Club created a video of his mother throughout her life. Okay, now what is so special about the Boys and Girls Club is that this is the place where he and his friends, the New Edition, girlfriends, whoever, he played or, got into talent shows or contests or whatever it is. So back in the day, the local Boys and Girls Club was very, very important to urban communities. Okay. Like when I lived in certain quarters, we had one right there. I want to say is it New Jersey? Yeah. No. It was off of New York Avenue. I think it was. Okay. But anyway, back then, local Boys and Girls Clubs were very important. I don't know if you guys utilize them now, but the Boys and Girls Clubs are very important. They give urban teenagers and children an alternative place to play, okay, and learn. Anyway, we had to repass, okay? And Bobby and Alicia are there together. They are trying to keep it together for the Bobby Brown, but it's not working. So Bobby Brown said, let's sneak out quietly, okay? Right before him and Alicia was about to head out the door swung open, and it was Whitney the Houston and that damn Tina. Okay, them two together. What happened was Whitney Houston went back to wherever she was, whatever hotel she was at, and she changed into some jeans and a sweater. Now, while Bobby Brown is there, he's not really noticing that it's R&B music playing above. Okay, now when Whitney and Tina came through the door, they noticed because they was dancing. Okay, Bobby the Brown is feeling a certain way. He is like, these bitches is hot. Yes, answer yes. Bobby the Brown, Whitney and Tina. Now, I don't think Whitney Houston needed attention because she gets attention. She's Whitney the Houston. I just think Whitney Houston was like, fuck this. A repass It's for the fun. This is a celebration. I'm here to celebrate my mother's in-laws life. Now, despite Whitney Houston shaking a tail feather with that goddamn Tina, okay, Bobby Brown, I think that's his big sister, okay, because you husbands always telling me something. I appreciate it. You know, I can't get everything right. Shit, but you guys help me, and I do appreciate it. But anyway, despite Whitney Houston and Tina being there shaking their tail feather at the Boys and Girls Club at the Orchard Park, Bobby and Alicia decided to return to the hotel. What happened was Bobby the Brown and Alicia went back to the hotel, the W Hotel, with the children, okay? He said, Bobby the Brown, said that what made him feel especially great and really warmed his heart was that Bobby Christina had called and wanted to spend time with her siblings. In fact, they all had so much fun together that they went out later and Bobby Chris went with them. Now, Bobby Brown is overjoyed with the fact that all his kids are together. Okay, it gave him a warm feeling and allowed him to sleep that night. Okay, now the problem was this would be the last time that they all would be together in this happy space. Okay, now like I said, they were sleeping, right? And then a phone kept ringing. His phone kept ringing. Bobby didn't answer that shit. Fuck that phone. Mm-hmm. Then Alicia's phone kept ringing. Okay. And finally, Alicia picked up the phone and said, hello, who the hell is this? Hey girl, this is Dee Dee. Oh, not this bitch Dee Dee. Dee Dee is a mutual friend of Whitney the Houston and Alicia. Okay, now Dee Dee had pulled the caper before for Whitney and tried to pry into Bobby the Brown's business before. But Bobby the Brown and Alicia wasn't falling for it. Bitch, don't call here no more. Okay, so they were surprised when the bitch called there again, but she opened the conversation with, "Oh, I'm offering my condolences. Okay, now Alicia and Bobby were like, "What the fuck? You could have left a message for that girl. We sleep. You called here about 17 times. Oh, I really wanted to talk to you. Say, let me ask you something. Where are you and Bobby the Brown staying right now?" Alicia was like, "What? Bitch, what the hell is your problem? Is Whitney with you, girl?" Answer yes. Okay. Because according to the Bobby and the Alicia, Whitney Houston had put Dee Dee up to trying to find out what the hell was going on with Bobby and Alicia. Whitney, you ain't got to find out to what's going on. They in love with each other right now, or they supporting each other right now. Okay, that's what's going on, you know. But like I said, I really believe that Whitney Houston thought that her and Bobby Brown was going to get back together. So that might have been part of the game that they played when they were playing that game, you know, because with Bobby the Brown shitted on a couple of people, Luana Ross, Kern Steffens. I'm sure it was a lot of women. Oh, I don't think he shitted on what's my baby name, Lisa Ray McCoy, but he did play games with her head. So that's part of what's going on. The problem is Bobby is not playing no more. Bobby don't want to play that game no more. Whitney Houston is still playing. She's not realizing that, oh, this nigga ain't coming back. He done moved on with his life now. He calls himself being in domestic bliss. He loves it. And like I said, Bobby the Brown, you in domestic bliss. That motherfucking Alicia ain't. Okay. Now you know what happened with that phone call. Bitch, don't call here no more with these games. Click. Okay. Y'all should have cussed that bitch out a long time ago. Dee Dee, bitch. Don't call here for Whitney Houston no more. Is that bitch paying you? Alicia, good job, girl. Threw his ass the fuck out. Okay, after all of this, because some people cannot take stress. You know, some people feel overwhelmed very quickly. You know, some people don't know how to keep moving, especially people who have addiction problems. And let me tell you, okay, that goddamn Bobby the Brown started drinking heavy as hell. In his mind, the way he thought of it was, I'm sure that the audience would prefer a drunk as fuck Bobby Brown than a high as fuck Bobby Brown, right? But his behavior was still negative, okay? So she threw his ass out, one day, okay? And then she said, okay, I love you, so I'm not going to leave you out there, right? But what I am going to do is leave you in the apartment, and me and Cassius is going to go stay with, because by now she got Cassius. Me and Cassius is going to go stay with a friend. Okay, so she was staying with her friend out there in LA and left his nigga ass the apartment. After a while, he wasn't in the apartment no more. Probably because he said that he was on tour a lot with New Edition. So it really didn't matter if he had a stable place anyway, because he's always on tour. Okay, and if he needed to crash, he would crash back in the place that he bought for his father and his brother, and where his mother was staying. This is why I say, Bobby the Brown, you're so full of shit. Okay, so he says that he contends that he was sober since he left jail. Nigga, if you drinking, you're not sober. Okay, you cannot do that, because all them little teeny things, them little nuances, like, oh, let me just drink a drink, let me drink a Shirley Temple, let me drink a strawberry daiquiri, let me drink some Grand Marnier and some Patron, and then it just keep going up, and before you know it, you on weed. Okay, that doesn't happen with everybody, but for people with addiction issues, y'all can't have no substance. The only thing y'all need to be getting high off is life. Okay, real talk. Per. Matter of fact, because y'all get triggered so easily, as soon as a situation happens, y'all need to run y'all ass straight to the NA or AA, which Bobby the Brown said he did, and Alicia went to him with him to some of them NA AA meetings. But his father's condition is declining rapidly. His father died, I think it was just 11 months after his mother. Okay, he fell into depression hard. I told you that nigga can't take all that stress. So the father's services was just as the mother's, except Whitney and Bobby Christina was not there. Neither was Alicia and Cassius. Okay, so although he did have other support there, he still recognized the fact that Alicia is the strong presence that he definitely needs in his life to keep him focused. Okay, now he's been trying to get Alicia back. Alicia like, nigga, you all talk. Okay, you got to show me some action, meaning you got to be sober for a minute. And I agree with her. You can't just let him just do what he want to do, and then, you know, he wake up tomorrow and then he back in your face getting the same privileges that he got before. Answer no. So Bobby, you got to show and tell. You know, anybody messing with me, oh, you got to show and tell. You can't just be like, oh, I love you. Oh, you do? You do? How do I know that? Okay, because this right here ain't just a pile of dust right here. If I give you my love, nigga, you know Bobby Brown got to show and prove to Alicia that for real, I'm for serious. He is still on tour for the 30th anniversary of the release of Candy Girl. Okay, but he is still making all efforts to show his wife to be that he loves her. Okay, and he loves Cassius, and he wants to be with them and have a family. What Bobby Brown did while he was on tour was he was like, this tour can't get in between me and my family, my soon-to-be family. Okay, answer no, you can't do that. So Bobby the Brown has scheduled a date for them to meet in Kentucky, you know, so he could woo her. You know us ladies, we love to be wooed. Shit, ain't nothing better than being wooed. Okay, so they have that date scheduled. On that same day, he gets a call from Ralph Tresvant. Bobby, Nippy is gone. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. You have a good one. Peace.